knowledge, yes, we will believe you. Why not? Because we give you a title of Al-Amin and As-Sadiq, trustworthy and truthful. So how can you tell a lie? So from his character, we know he cannot produce. Now the major things about why Quran is unlike any human being. So whenever we look at comparison, we need to make a comparison to three things. First is called pre-Islamic poetry. We have to see, is there anything has been produced like it before? Okay. We look at Antara, Al-Shaddad or Imrul Qais, their work. Their work is nothing like that. So now we have only option left is Hadith, which is his saying. So whenever we compare Quran and Hadith, we find 83% of Quranic words are not found in Hadith. So it's completely unique. So even Prophet ﷺ's word is like a human, because majority Hadith, they don't have linguistic structure. Yes, it's a sunnah, it's a meaning. But whenever we look at Quran, it is unlike anything. Every chapter comes with a different unique theme and with a unique style of delivery. So whenever we look at Quran, it's not about information, it's about delivery as well.
Okay.
So that, yeah.
You said one of the linguistic miracles in Quran.
Yeah.
So what do you mean by linguistic miracle? What does it mean?
Okay, so linguistic means, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala actually told us that he said, if all the mankind and jinkind get together, you'd not be able to produce a full Quran like it. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reduced this challenge to 10. And then finally, it been even reduced to chapter 1, if you can make a small chapter like it, which is 3 verse in Surah Kawthar. So whenever I say, why cannot be imitated, this chapter, why cannot human write it? For example, when we look at this information is phenomenal, no doubt about it. We Muslim all know, but the delivery is phenomenal as well. So whenever we look at Inna A'twaynaka al-Kawthar, this verse has ending with Ra. Inna A'twaynaka al-Kawthar fasalli li rabbika wanhar. Again Ra. Inna shaniyaka huwal abtar. So we have every line ending with Ra. Now if we look at the same lines, if we look at in the middle words, so Inna A'twaynaka, the middle word end with Qaf. Fasalli li rabbika. Rabbika, Qaf is the middle word and for the second line. Inna shaniyaka huwal abtar. Again Qaf in the third line. So Qaf, every middle letter, middle word has ended with Qaf. Every line ended with Ra. Every middle word ended with Qaf. And within this, every whole line, 3 lines, each of them they used 10 unique letters. Now, when I give you this challenge, so you need to have this linguistic parameter ready. You need to have certain composition there. And also you need to make this information in a sequence that has to be a divine information. And not only that, it has to be in sound nice, and that could not have been known by anybody before. So whenever I explain this challenge, everybody say it's an impossible thing. And then Allah said that فَأْتُوا بِسُورَةٍ مِّن مِّثْلِهِ وَادْعُوا شُهَدَاءَكُم مِّن دُونِ اللَّهِ. You will surely able not do it, but then ready for the fire. So he actually did not just give challenge, he also warned them afterwards, because you cannot do it, he knows it. So that's actually about Quran.
Okay,
Yeah.
we don't have much time. We're going to go to Rafli. When you say ringdom or ring style,
Yeah, composition.
Composition. How do you do this? How does it work?
Yeah. So this is another feature in Surah Al-Baqarah. So which is, as you know, that is revealed in Medina and 9 to 10 years time. Some riwayat they say 9, some say 10. So when this been revealed, other chapter has been revealed, and Quran has been memory through that. Throughout the whole chapter came like 10 verse, 15 verse, 20 verse. And Prophet ﷺ used to memorize through the sequence, and Jibreel ﷺ used to give him the sequence, which verse coming afterwards. Goal 286 verse within this chapter. Revealed in 9 years again. So whenever we look at this chapter, use a word called Median, the middle nation, the middle way, middle nation. So this has been used only once in the whole chapter. Now when we look at this word, we found actually in the middle, which is 143. So the middle word, and not only said just once, and it's also placed on actually the center point of the chapter. So this is not aberrant. So for example, whenever we look at this chapter, we got 5 sections. So first section matched with the last section, second section matched with the last second section, third one matched with the last third section, and then we have a middle. Sorry, 7, yeah.
Do you have anything in your...
I
if you-
have
if-
in my book.
Okay, fine.
But I mean, next time obviously we can go through with that. So within this a ring composition, there is another ring composition. So layer after is called multi-layer structure. For example, when we look at verse number 255, Ayatul Kursi, I'm sure many of have seen that. This is actually again another ring. So ring, one ring, another ring inside. Now within this ring we have a middle position, and now whenever Prophet ﷺ used to recite, he never known to be learned, and he never been to, because I mean many people say he was a poet and kahin, but this cannot be possible. Obviously this is unchallengeable. For example, if it is unchallengeable, that's a different case, but these are unchallengeable things. Even the scholars have been agreed, and obviously a lot of historians we find. Michael Hart, he wrote his The 100 book, and he put Prophet ﷺ is number one. Now when we look at Prophet's character, it doesn't befit him to be a lie. And if it is lie, then Prophet, Allah has telling him that Prophet was sad in one time, because when he the revelation is not coming, there's a chapter revealed, وَالضُّحَى وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا سَجَى مَا وَدَّعَكَ رَبُّكَ وَمَا قَلَى وَالْآخِرَةُ خَيْرٌ لَكَ مِنَ الْأُولَى. Actually Allah saying, I found you weak, I found you yatim, I found you like this. If it is his writing, how can he degrade himself? Also within these chapters, how Prophet Allah is instructing him that you should do that.